I have an idea of my budget. To be honest, I think budgeting should be done like once a quarter or once in 6 months or even once a year, except prices keep changing significantly and all of that. Hello guys, so I am on my system going through my finances for the month and the quarter. This is something I have done over the last 6 years. I interact with my figures, I personally reconcile my figures, reconcile my finances, what has happened on a weekly basis and all of that. Now, most times we teach people how to budget. Ideally, budgeting is meant to help you plan your finances in advance. So before you get your money, this is what, this money has to go into my income. Some of it will go into my necessities, some of it will go into my wants, and some of it will go into savings and investing. But a lot of people do not make out time to track their performance after they have budgeted and after they have spent their money. So most times people just budget blindly, and at the end of the month, they're like, this budgeting thing is not working for me. So what I also teach people is beyond budgeting, you must track your performance. So what I do is I use an app. We have an app, even though it is for investing at the Smart Investment Club, but I use different other apps for budgeting. In the comments or in the caption, I will put the name. I like the one called Monefy, Monefy. There are a couple of other Android and iOS apps that you can use. So I have an idea of my budget. To be honest, I think budgeting should be done like once a quarter or once in 6 months or even once a year, except prices keep changing significantly and all of that. So with my app, I already know what should be going into my expenses, into these expenses, into my savings. So on a daily basis or maybe every other day, I pick up my app and I write out or capture all of the things that I have spent money on. So what the app does is at the end of the month, it aggregates what my money has gone into. How much have I spent on fuel? How much have I spent on eating out? How much have I spent on my hair? How much have I spent on fashion? And a whole lot more. So it gives me an idea, and I'm able to check my actual performance with my budget. So sometimes I don't remember to capture all of those things, but I think 80 to 90% of the time I capture, and it just helps me, right? So I do this like the recording, like maybe once, maybe 4 times or 3 times in a week, but on a monthly basis. And this is what I teach people in my mastermind. You've got to review. So take out the app, look at the performance, and then see if it has worked with what you already planned in your budget. And then it helps you see areas of leakages and areas you must necessarily improve on. So it is not enough to budget. You must track, right? Another way I tell people to track their expenses is sometimes just pick out your bank statement. I hear people tell me, coach, I've not made money. No, I'm not really making money. And I tell them, pick out your bank statement, print it out 6 months, 3 months, 1 year. It shows you. Bank statement is like garbage in, garbage out. What has been happening? And it doesn't lie, right? So pick out your bank statement from time to time and just track. Where is my money going? Again, money loves speed. Money is very mobile. They call money currency because it is taken from the word current, like it likes to flow. If you do not tame your money, I'm not saying don't spend. I'm saying you must have an overview. You must have oversight. You must be able to tame and plan your money. So pick out your bank statement, check from time to time. So I use the app. I review my bank statement from time to time, and I use Google Sheets. Sometimes, yes, I have been using Google Sheets for at least 5 years, and I just use it to track my actual, spending to my bank statements. I don't want to have surprises. Sometimes I look at my bank statement, I'm like, this is what I've got left. Where has the money gone to? So I just open up my spreadsheet and I use it to just check what has happened. The essence of this video is to say, again, it is not enough to budget. Budget is before you spend the money. It's meant to be before. Even though some people budget after they have spent the money, right? You're supposed to budget before you spend the money, and then you track on the go, weekly, monthly, biannually, and annually. I tell people annually or twice a year, check out your net worth. What is your net worth? Your net worth is the difference between what you own and what you owe. There's a net worth sheet that you can use, like a template. We have shared it at the Smart Investment Club. I've shared it with my masterminds, and it just helps you to see whether your assets are more than your liabilities. So if you do it on a yearly basis or a biannual basis, it shows you whether your assets are increasing and your liabilities, which are what you owe. Yeah, assets are things you own, liabilities are what you owe. It shows you whether your assets are increasing more than your liabilities. Okay, so guys, please track at the end of the month, at the end of the week, at the end of the quarter, and of course on an annual basis. Have interactions with your finances. Have interactions with yourself about your finances. Don't shy away from talking about your finances with yourself, from reviewing your performance, from taking action, from correcting yourself and admonishing yourself to do better. And of course, if you have an accountability partner, it makes it easier, right? If you belong to a group, a club, it makes it even more easier for you, all right? Or easier for you. I hope you have learned a thing from this. Keep tracking. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Smart Stewards by Shola Adeshaki. Share this video and keep winning with your finances. I love you.